In a world seething with revenge, resentment and retaliation, where bitterness boils and vengeance masquerades as justice, Jehovah, the sovereign of the universe, speaks a different word. You must not take vengeance. You must love your fellow man as yourself. I am Jehovah. Leviticus 19:18. To the one who sees hearts and weighs motives, the cry for justice has never gone unheard. But justice does not belong in human hands. He is not blind to betrayal. He is not deaf to injustice. He is not slow in response. He is deliberate, reserving judgment for his time, not ours. When insulted, Jesus did not retaliate. When struck, he turned the other cheek. He entrusted himself to the one who judges righteously. 1 Peter 2:23. This isn't weakness, it's divine strength. Jehovah, whose sword flashes with righteous judgment, commands his people to rise above revenge, to repay evil with good, to conquer hatred with love, and to leave vengeance to him. To respond with violence is to mistrust Jehovah. To retaliate is to seize what only he has the right to carry out. But to trust him, to hope in Jehovah, is to be rescued by his mighty hand. Proverbs 20:22, Psalm 34:7. As war rages in the streets and within the hearts of men, this message is urgent. Jehovah is not mocked. He will repay. He will judge. He will vindicate. So ask yourself, in this hour of global unrest and personal offense, whose justice will you trust? Your own or Jehovah's? Watch this video till the end to discover what true power, true love, and true justice look like through the eyes of Jehovah. Let us continue loving one another because love is from God. 1 John 4:7. You must not take vengeance nor hold a grudge against the sons of your people, and you must love your fellow man as yourself. I am Jehovah. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18. Vengeance is mine, and retribution at the appointed time when their foot slips. For the day of their disaster is near, and what awaits them will come quickly. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 35. If I sharpen my flashing sword and prepare my hand for judgment, I will pay back vengeance on my adversaries and bring retribution to those who hate me. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 41. The angel of Jehovah camps all around those fearing him, and he rescues them. Psalm chapter 34, verse 7. Do not say, I will pay back evil. Hope in Jehovah and he will save you. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 22. Do not say, I will do to him just as he has done to me. I will repay him for what he did. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 29. Therefore, the true Lord, Jehovah of armies, the powerful one of Israel, declares, I will rid myself of my adversaries, and I will take revenge on my enemies. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 24. He will reward them for what they have done. Wrath to his adversaries, retribution to his enemies, and to the islands he will repay their due. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 18. But Jehovah of armies judges with righteousness. He examines the innermost thoughts and the heart. Let me see your vengeance on them, for to you I have committed my legal case. Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 20. Jehovah is a God who requires exclusive devotion and takes vengeance. Jehovah takes vengeance and is ready to express his wrath. Jehovah takes vengeance against his foes, and he stores up wrath for his enemies. Nahum chapter 1, verse 2. Jehovah is slow to anger and great in power, but by no means will Jehovah hold back due punishment. His path is a destructive wind and storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Nahum chapter 1, verse 3. However, I say to you, do not resist the one who is wicked, but whoever slaps you on your right cheek, turn the other also to him. Matthew chapter 5, verse 39. To him who strikes you on the one cheek, offer the other also. And from him who takes away your outer garment, do not withhold the inner garment either. Luke 6, verse 29. However, for those who are contentious and who disobey the truth but obey unrighteousness, there will be wrath and anger. There will be tribulation and distress on every person who works what is harmful, on the Jew first, then also the Greek. For there is no partiality with God. Romans chapter 2, verses 8 through 11. Return evil for evil to no one. Take into consideration what is fine from the viewpoint of all men. Romans chapter 12, verse 17. Do not avenge yourselves, beloved, but yield place to the wrath. For it is written, "Vengeance is mine, I will repay," says Jehovah. Romans chapter 12, verse 19. Really, it is already a defeat for you when you have lawsuits with one another. Why not rather let yourselves be wronged? Why do you not rather let yourselves be defrauded? 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 7. See that no one repays injury for injury to anyone, but always pursue what is good toward one another and to all others. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 15. In a flaming fire as he brings vengeance on those who do not know God and those who do not obey the good news about our Lord Jesus. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 8. For we know the one who said, "Vengeance is mine, I will repay." And again, Jehovah will judge his people. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 30. When he was being insulted, he did not insult in return. When he was suffering, he did not threaten, but he entrusted himself to the one who judges righteously. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 23. Do not pay back injury for injury or insult for insult. Instead, repay with a blessing, for you were called to this course so that you might inherit a blessing. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. So then, let those who are suffering in harmony with the will of God keep on entrusting themselves to a faithful Creator while they are doing good. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 19. Beloved ones, let us continue loving one another, because love is from God, and everyone who loves has been born from God and knows God. 1 John chapter 4, verse 7. In a world where anger is applauded, where grudges are worn like armor, where retaliation is celebrated as strength, Jehovah, the eternal judge, the God of armies, speaks with a clarity and authority that pierces through the noise of this age. You must not take vengeance. You must love your fellow man as yourself. I am Jehovah. Leviticus 19:18. His justice is not delayed, it is divinely timed. His vengeance is not cruel, it is righteous and perfect. He sees every offense, he knows every injury, and he alone says, "Vengeance is mine, I will repay." Deuteronomy 32:35, Romans 12:19. To trust Jehovah with vengeance is not weakness, it is worship. It is faith in the God who said, "Do not say, I will repay evil." Hope in Jehovah, and he will save you. Proverbs 20:22. Turn the other cheek. Matthew 5:39. Repay with a blessing. 1 Peter 3:9. Even when insulted, even when struck, even when defrauded. Jesus, the reflection of Jehovah's glory, entrusted himself to the one who judges righteously. 1 Peter 2:23. And so must we. For those who cling to bitterness, judgment is near. But to those who walk in love, who leave vengeance in Jehovah's hands and who seek a peace instead of retaliation, a blessing awaits. 1 John 4:7, Romans 12:17. So now ask yourself, will you repay evil with evil, or trust the one whose justice never fails? Will you hold on to wrath, or release it into the hands of Jehovah, who examines the heart and defends the righteous? Jeremiah 11:20. The path forward is not one of vengeance, it's one of victory through trust, not by striking back, but by standing still and letting Jehovah fight for you. Psalm 34:7. Let the world rage, let injustice rise, but you were called to a higher way, a way of peace, a way of blessing, a way of divine strength through love. Do not avenge yourselves, beloved. Vengeance is mine, I will repay, says Jehovah. Romans 12:19. So hold fast to love, trust in Jehovah, and live in a way that brings glory to the one whose judgment is perfect and whose mercy is everlasting.